This podcast is sponsored by Science-Based Learning. Discover effective language acquisition with their unique system combining ebooks, audiobooks, and videos with an online practice app using spaced repetition to boost retention. Visit sciencebasedlearning.com today.
Mastering the Spanish Future Tense. Easy Guide for Beginners. Learn how to use the Spanish future tense effortlessly with this simple, beginner-friendly explanation perfect for Spanish starters and language lovers. Getting comfortable with the Spanish future tense. Hey! So, have you ever found yourself wanting to talk about what's going to happen in Spanish but felt a bit stuck? Like when you want to say, I will travel, or she'll call me tomorrow, but you don't quite know how to put it together? Well, let's chat about the Spanish future tense. It's actually pretty straightforward and fun once you get the hang of it. First off, one of the coolest things about the future tense in Spanish is how regular it is across most verbs. Unlike some other tenses where verbs change a lot, the future form is very consistent. This means once you know the pattern, you can apply it to almost any verb. Here's a simple way to think about it. For most verbs, instead of removing the ending like you do in some tenses, you actually add a specific set of endings right onto the infinitive form, the plain, unconjugated verb like hablar, to speak, comer, to eat, or vivir, to live. Yo hablaré. Tú hablarás. Él, ella, usted hablará. Nosotros hablaremos. Vosotros hablaréis. Ellos, ellas, ustedes hablarán. See, it's pretty simple. Just tack on the ending to the whole verb, like comer becomes comeré, I will eat, or vivirán, they will live. Now, if you're just starting out with Learn Spanish resources or beginner Spanish lessons, this is definitely a structure worth mastering early. It's super useful since talking about the future is something everyone wants to do when traveling, making plans, or chatting with Spanish speakers. When do you use the Spanish future tense? It might seem obvious, but the future tense is mostly for describing what will happen. For example, predictions. Harás un gran trabajo. You will do a great job. Promises or intentions. Te llamaré esta noche. I will call you tonight. Plans. Estudiaremos para el examen. We will study for the exam. But here's a quirky thing about Spanish. Sometimes speakers use this tense to express probability or wonder in the present. For instance, if you say, ¿Quién será? It means, who could that be? It's like a guess right now. Are there any irregulars? Yep. Like almost every verb tense in Spanish, a few verbs shake things up by changing their stem before adding those future endings. Some of the most common irregular verbs in the future tense are salir, to leave, saldr. Tener, to have, tendr. Venir, to come, vendr. Hacer, to do, make, har. Decir, to say, dir. Poder, to be able, podr. So instead of adding the endings to the full infinitive, you add them to these special stems. Like teneré isn't right, it's tendré. I will have. This is good to remember, but honestly, the list of irregular stems is short and easy to memorize if you want to sound polished. Why is this useful for beginners? If you're enrolled in a Spanish language course, or just want to pick up some basic Spanish phrases, understanding the future tense lets you talk about aspirations, schedules, or even just guess what might happen next. A big step beyond I eat or I speak. It's a gateway to richer conversations. Plus, the way you form the future tense supports the science-based learning principle of pattern recognition. When you see a consistent pattern like this, your brain can absorb and recall the structure more effortlessly. One of the key ways to make learning Spanish less overwhelming and more practical. Quick tip. To practice, try making simple sentences about your day or week like Este fin de semana estudiaré español. This weekend, I will study Spanish. Mi amigo vendrá a visitarme. My friend will come visit me. Repeating this helps you get comfortable with the endings and builds your confidence in speaking. Ready to start? If you want to feel more in control when discussing future plans or guesses in Spanish, try focusing on the future tense as part of your practice. It's a surprisingly simple structure that can open up a lot of conversational doors. And hey, if you're looking for a way to learn Spanish effectively, whether you're a newbie or brushing up on beginner Spanish lessons, definitely check out science-based learning. Their method uses proven strategies to help you learn faster and remember better. Start your language journey now. Mastering the future tense is just one of many steps you'll take on a fun and exciting path to fluency.